Excited to get started today with a new reading plan through the book of Proverbs. This is going to be a really great time where God is going to be able to speak to us in different ways and in new ways during this weird time that we're living through. And so we're going to be starting this. It's going to be a 15-day plan that we're going to work through. You're going to be hearing a little bit from me throughout it, but also the rest of our BCM staff as well as our exec council members. And so I'm excited to get this started today. But before we do, I have a few announcements for you. First of all, I wanted to let you know that our Thursday Bible studies are actually going to continue as normal, except the only normal thing is they will not be in person. They're going to be through Google Hangouts. And so more info is coming, but our Bible study leaders are already working on making that happen, and they're excited to get that started with you guys. Also, our council applications and family group mom and dad applications are available online. They are due this Wednesday by 5 p.m. So please go ahead and get those submitted. You can find that at georgiasouthernbcm.com. All right, let's go ahead and head into Proverbs chapter 1 and 2. Those are the two chapters we're going to be covering today. We're going to be looking at covering 2 chapters a day in this reading plan together. So as you've read through this, these are just kind of some things that stuck out to me that God is working in my life about, and also that really just stuck out. And so the big thing that happens here in Proverbs 1 and 2 is it starts off with this idea of the fear of the Lord. And what does that mean? So let's look into verse 7. In verse 7 of chapter 1, it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge." And for me, when I think about that, it's this idea that the fear of the Lord is something that I have to humble myself and realize that I need to bow before God and His majesty and all of Him. It's not just a respect, but it's more than that. It's coming to God and saying, I know that I am not in control, and God, you are fully in control. And for me, just as we're living through this time right now of life is fully out of control for some of you, and really life all around the globe, all around our city, all around our state, is that we realize that we are not in control. But we have to realize that God is fully in control, and we have to be able to submit to Him and through that. And so let's skip down to verses 28 and 29 of chapter 1 here. It says, "Then they will call upon me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but will not find me, because they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord." Once again, it comes back to this idea of if we do not fear the Lord, if we do not come before Him humbly, we will fall. We will fail completely. We will have nothing in our life. And as it goes into chapter 2 here, let me just read a few verses here to you in chapter 2, 3 through 8. It says, "Yes, if you call out for insight and raise your voice for understanding, if you seek it like silver and search for it as hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From His mouth come knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk in integrity, guarding the path of justice and watching over the way of His saints." It's this idea that the Lord is our shield. But it says in there that if we don't submit to God, if we don't come before God in fear, if we don't come before God and humble ourselves, then we don't have that. But it says when we do that, when we submit to what God has for us, He becomes our shield. He becomes our protector. He becomes our wisdom, and He becomes our life. And for me, as I look through that, I realize that what points do I have in my life where I just say, I am trying to control this part of my life. And instead of trying to control everything in my life, I just need to look at it and say, God, I need you to take this from me right now. I need you to work this through me. I need you to be my shield, to be my protector, even through these trying times, and not just because I'm living in fear of everything out there, but it says the fear of the Lord. And that's what it comes back to in my mind. It just keeps coming back to it. And this sets up a theme that we're going to see all throughout the book of Proverbs as we read through this together. Y'all, I'm excited to go through this for the next couple weeks and just to see what God has to say through His Word.